Hi, happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a great day. We've got some cool materials and maps to look at and books today. Let's go ahead and get started. The first book is called Good Night, Colorado, and it talks about a bunch of cool places in here. It's a great book. It starts by saying, "Good morning, Rocky Mountains. Are we ready to share a wonderful day? Good morning, Bighorn Sheep. Hello, elk. Have you ever heard an elk bugle? Hello, City Park Pavilion in Denver, the state capital. Greetings, Steamboat Springs. Don't you just love relaxing in the steamy hot water? Happy trails, hikers, exploring glorious maroon bells. Good afternoon, Pikes Peak Cog Railway. All aboard! Yeehaw, cowboys driving in the herd. Good afternoon, friends. Enjoying the Colorado State Park. Look at the amazing view from Royal Gorge Bridge. Time to go deep into the earth and explore the famous Molly Kathleen gold mine. Let's go to Telluride and watch the daring ice climbers climb a frozen waterfall. Go skiers swooshing down the powdery slopes of Vail. Jump high, snowboarders, in fabulous Aspen. Good evening, snowy mountains above lovely Breckenridge. Mush sled dogs running through the snow. And finally, good night, Mount Elbert, the highest peak in Colorado. Good night, winter sky. And over here it says, sleep tight, children of Colorado. Thank you for sharing a wonderful day. This was such a fun book. And it was called Good Night, Colorado. It talked about a lot of great places. This week, we're talking all about maps. I have a map right here. Yesterday, we got to talk about maps a little bit. We went over these. Very interesting. At the top, you see the compass right there. See how it says north, south, east, west? That's the compass for this map, to know which direction things are away from each other. And down here, we've got all the names of the cities and towns, and it's in a grid. And that way it will help us find these places on the map. And on the back, we have points of interest. This is the Kentucky Culinary Trail. This is great. I love maps. Down here, it shows Tennessee, just the edge of it. This is a Kentucky map, though. You know, a group of maps or a collection of maps is called an atlas. And I wanted to show you all this atlas. It's called the Children's World Atlas. Wow, look at the opening page. These are all the flags from all over the world. We're going to look at some of the maps in this atlas. Look at Australia here. Isn't that cool? It starts by telling us a little bit about Earth. That's a good point to start at. Here's the Earth in space. That's our solar system right there. Ooh, let's find Earth. Here we go. Earth is right here. And that's the sun right there in the middle. Ooh, this is our world map. Has landscapes. There's so many great ways to use maps. Ooh, this is a climate map of the world. I just love it. I'm going to get into some individual areas. This is North America, where we're at. It has some information about North America. That's great. It has the Grand Canyon right here. So much great information in an atlas. Up here, they've got Canada, our neighbor. We're just looking at this and, ooh, this is great. This is all of the interstates across America. How helpful when you're driving. There's so many things you can use maps for. This breaks it down into the western United States. Oh, wow. How handy. Let's look at this. Those are the western states. I see Arizona, Utah, Nevada, California, Wyoming, Montana. Oh, that's great. Let's keep looking. Right here, I wanted to point this out. You know, we were just reading Goodnight, Colorado, and that's the state of Colorado right there. It's handy to have an atlas because this is all of the maps in one place. It's a collection. This map is of Mexico. It's our other neighbor. Wow, I'm so grateful to have this. We'll keep exploring it. It's called the Children's World Atlas. And it has so many unique points of interest and everything to it. Down here, I think this is so true. It says an inspiring and informative atlas exploring every corner of our planet. And it has a solar system too, so even off of our planet. The last book I wanted to look at with you all today is a fun little book. It's called The Gingerbread Man, Loose on the Fire Truck. On a bright Monday morning, my teacher breezed in. Let's all make a circle. It's time to begin. She winked and then whispered, our field trips today. The classroom erupted with shouts of hooray. We're riding the bus to the big fire station to meet firefighters and spot their Dalmatian. Sophia leaned down and said, you're coming too. You're our gingerbread man. We wouldn't leave you. Just jump in my backpack. I'll give you a ride. There's a pocket for you over here on the side. The pocket was cozy. I peeked from the top. The bus drove for miles and then came to a stop. In front of a building with shiny red doors stood two firefighters from Company 4. One had on gear for a quick demonstration, and standing beside him was Spot the Dalmatian. Let's look at this. It has everything the firefighter has on: boots, glove, an axe, goggles, helmet. What else? Oxygen tank, flashlight, and right down here is Spot the Dalmatian. I was jolted and jiggled as kids moved about. Then I fell from the pocket right on the dog's snout. Spot sniffed at my face, taking one sticky lick. He tossed me up high with his mouth open wide, but I flipped towards his tail and slid down like a slide. I need a trick to get out of there quick. My feet hit the ground. I took off for the station, but right on my heels was that hungry Dalmatian. I'll run and I'll dodge as fast as I can. I'm not a dog bone, I'm the gingerbread man. The class didn't notice. They tied on black boots and helmets and air tanks and big heavy suits. I dashed to the fire truck and jumped in the seat. Woo, I was almost a sweet doggy treat. I hopped on the steering wheel and gave it a spin and yelled out, honk honk, with a big cookie grin. The wheel spun past gauges and switches and knobs and all kinds of buttons that do different jobs. I'll vroom and I'll zoom as fast as I can. I'll steer this big truck. I'm the gingerbread man. Then I heard someone whistle. Spot trotted away, so I jumped through the window without a delay. I landed on top of a big silver bowl. Oh no, I cried out as I leaped for a pole. I shimmied right up and I sprang from the top and then jumped on a bed with a big belly flop. There were several more bunks with their covers pulled tight for each firefighter who stayed through the night. I bounced on each bed on my way to the door, then into a room with a bright checkered floor. I peeked around the corner and smelled something yummy. A grumbling sound rumbled up from my tummy. I spotted a fireman filling up bowls with five-alarm chili and buttery rolls. Then all of a sudden I heard a loud noise. Woo! Fire, one shouted. No lunch for us, boys. They rushed to the bunk room and slid down the pole. I followed behind them, then peered down the hole. Spot wasn't there, a sure sign of good luck. So I slipped down the pole and then jumped on the truck. I'll ride to the rescue as fast as I can. I want to help too. I'm the gingerbread man. Whee! Went the sirens, the lights flashed loud as I zoomed past my classmates below on the ground. We sped through the streets as I clung to the back, near ladders and hoses piled up in a stack. The engine pulled up, firefighters jumped out. They rushed to the hydrant and opened the spout. I spied a large hose with the shed near the back. Smoke rose from its window, all sooty and black. I'll put out that fire as fast as I can. I know I can help. I'm the gingerbread man. I grabbed the hose nozzle and gave it a pull, but that hose whipped and bucked like a rodeo bull. The water whooshed out and it doused down the old shed, and the powerful spray shot the hat off my head. The chief ran up quickly and dove on the hose. She crawled her way up till we came nose to nose. Look, everyone, it's a gingerbread man. Now, where did you come from? Said Fire Chief Ann. I came with the children to visit the station, but I almost got eaten by Spot the Dalmatian. I had to escape from the hungry crumb snatcher, so I jumped on the truck when I heard your dispatcher. Good thinking, smart cookie. We're glad you hopped on. You wrestled that hose till the fire was gone. We packed up the truck and drove back to the station. We pulled in the drive to a standing ovation. Your gingerbread guy was a brave little man. He doused out every flame, announced Fire Chief Ann. The children applauded and shouted out, yay. They held me up high, yelling, you saved the day. You're really a hero. You're part of our crew, but you're missing your hat, so we have one for you. A shiny red helmet from Company 4. There are more for your classmates stacked up by the door. I tried on my helmet and shouted, woohoo! I'm the gingerbread man and a fireman too. That was a great book, and it was called The Gingerbread Man Loose on the Fire Truck. I hope you all have a great day today, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Goodbye.